So, where do I start? What are we doing here? That is the question. I think this first episode is more of an explanation than anything. First, I'm gonna have to get used to filming here with literally the entire neighborhood out the front. Welcome to the new series. This is Pixels to Podium. Now, the plan is to take my very successful career in sim racing and see if it translates to real life racing. So to give you a bit of background, racing, motorsport, anything with an engine is in my blood, I think. My dad grew up around nice cars, motorbikes, racing, karting, all of that. And him and his brother got into racing karts in the 80s and 90s, and then they moved on to superkarts, which dad ended up being, I think he did one race from memory. He said he did one race and he did an outlap, and then when he was on the grid, the clutch caught on fire, so he was trying to pad it out, and that was, I think, his whole supercar career. But yeah, so then naturally it was only a matter of time before myself and Blake got into racing and karting. So in 2015, we took delivery of our two beautiful blue superkarts, where we raced 2-3 full seasons. Blake had some success. I was definitely off the pace at the time. Probably a skill issue. Definitely a skill issue. Then we ended up purchasing the R31 Skyline, the dirty one, and we had a crack at drifting, which was extremely fun. So much fun. I had a great time with that car. We learned a lot. We learned that we definitely always need to do up wheel studs.
Oh no! That was a wheel! That was a wheel!
We learned that the Rosies are definitely not auto electricians, and we learned the importance of fire extinguishers. Now, after that, we ended up turboing it. Which was fantastic. Had a lot of fun with that. Blew up the turbo. Then put up bigger turbo in it. Bigger injectors, bigger fuel pump, and then sold it. And around that time, Blake had purchased the stock Honda, so he was already racing, and got back into superkarts, doing a little bit of that, and ended up becoming stock Honda champion, and won so many races that it's not even funny. I think he's trying to find places to put his trophies. Which brings us to now. I used the money from the R31 to purchase this chassis here, which is a slightly older Arrow X3. Now, the idea behind purchasing an older chassis was that I won't be so afraid to, one, scratch it or bump into someone or jump it over curbs, which is kind of what you need to do in sprint karting. And also went and picked up a engine from a guy down in, I think he was in Albion Park. Really good guys. And so yeah, we're running tag restricted with the Rotax Evo. To bring you up to speed, I have done approximately 3 practice days. We did 2 race meetings as well. So, and the kart performed pretty well. The only sort of issue we had was maybe the rear bumper fell off, I think, once. And I got a mechanical flag for that one. But besides that, it's just mainly learning. That was the biggest thing. So now this year I've decided that I'm gonna start documenting everything to do with getting the kart prepped and ready for a race weekend. Everything I do in terms of prep, in terms of exercise, in terms of diet. It's not really a and then of course trying to film as much as I can on race days, so that you guys can get a little bit of a bird's eye view as to, or a point of view of someone who's gone from not racing IRL to doing a full club championship. The idea is to showcase the costs involved and also try and get to each of the club races at Sydney Illawarra. So the it is so hot in here. This is a little bit more of an explanation video. I think this is more just an intro video. The next video will probably be either kart prep. We are rebuilding our trailer, so I might even do a little bit of a video on that, or it'll be a cycling video, which is the preparation that I do. I started cycling last year, and I think it's extremely beneficial because I got out of the first practice session with this and I could not breathe. So it just showcased how unfit I was, and I needed to do something about that. This intro video is going to be quite short. I'm not going to do any more camera shots on the garage door, even though that I thought looked way better in my head. If you like what you saw, I know it's only me talking, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.